Sidney Powell has been the lead counsel in more than 500 federal appeals, 350 of them as assistant U.S. attorney and appellate section chief in the Western and Northern districts of Texas. She's past president of the American Academy of Appellate Lawyers and the Bar Association of the Federal Fifth Circuit. By the way, she's also the author of a very interesting book called License to Lie, Exposing Corruption at the Department of Justice. So I mention all this because Sidney Powell has had decades as a successful and effective and well-respected lawyer. Sidney, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. I want to talk about all the stuff that we're, quote, not supposed to talk about, which is crazy. We're in a country where we can't discuss relevant and important issues because somehow they pose a threat, or at least the digital moguls have decided that we can't. But we're going to. So let's start where I want to start, which is that the left is now jubilantly claiming, I just saw Jake Tapper on CNN, that after insisting for weeks that there was widespread fraud in the election, in fact, that Trump won the election, won it decisively, now, in the context of the most recent case, your attorneys have filed a brief that says, quote, no reasonable person would conclude that the statements made by you were truly statements of fact. So the argument is, and Jake Tapper acted like this was a big win for his side, that you're now saying that this was mere opinion, while many people for a long time thought you were saying as a matter of fact that there was in fact widespread fraud and enough to make the difference in the 2020 election. So are you backtracking from what you said before?
Oh, no, I am not backtracking a bit. What they're misquoting from and taking out of context is a statement from a new decision out of the D.C. Circuit that is binding in my case. And it's not what I said at all. No, I firmly believe everything I said was true. It was based on thousands of pages of affidavits, expert reports, mathematical analysis that cannot be challenged, statistical work that cannot be challenged. I mean, the data does not lie. And there was, in fact, massive widespread fraud through this election, and Donald Trump should be president right now. In fact, if the law were applied correctly, he is.
So you're not taking any of it back. You're not taking refuge in the distinction between fact and opinion. It seems to me what you're saying is, yes, I have the opinion that there was widespread fraud, but this is not an opinion free-floating in the ether. It's an opinion anchored in a whole bunch of testimonies, affidavits, all types of evidence, statistical evidence, and so on. It's opinion that is rooted in fact. Because here there's an article, I'm quoting now, this is from NBC News, ex-Trump attorney Sidney Powell's week-long campaign to invalidate the results of the weeks-long campaign to invalidate the results of the 2020 election was not based in fact, her lawyers said Monday. And that is, you're saying that's simply bad reporting. That's not what your lawyer said, and that's not what you believe.
Exactly. That's a bald-faced lie. It is a complete mischaracterization of what we said in our pleading and what I believe and know to be the truth. I'm not backing up 1 inch. Everything I said about Dominion, I had a factual basis for. Any reasonable person looking at the evidence I've seen would have to come to the same conclusion, and I would encourage people to go to my website, sydneypowell.com, and look at that evidence themselves. We uploaded it, all the pleadings, to the website, and people can read it themselves or at defendingtherepublic.org.